Hi, how are you? Hi. Here we are today, Sunday afternoon. We are talking today about family. I apologize, I did not give you a heads up on what is today's conversation. So I hope that you're referring Love, Laugh, and Learn to your family and friends in this very nice little session we have on Sundays, 10 minutes long on important subjects like today's subject of family. But we've talked about many things. We've talked about relationships, we've talked about leadership, we've talked about smiling, we've talked about how to make friends. So, just little snippets of very valuable information that can help you appreciate and maybe learn and grow and have a better outlook because you're putting stuff in your brain. Today, we're talking about family. And family is, it seems today it's falling apart at the seams. I appreciate that. But family is a system, it's a group that lives together. Now, they don't necessarily need to be married because that's a construct of society, but it is a group that lives together. And they support each other, and they support each other. We're not talking about a healthy family today. We are not talking about a healthy family. We are talking about family in the very generic sense. Family is the structure that maintains civilization. We are 6 billion, 7 billion strong, and we keep growing. We could say that is a direct result of family or of relationships. Family, though, produces children. And the children need to grow up and they need to learn the difference between good and bad. They need to learn how to behave. They need to learn how to share. So many valuable life tools are learned in that space, that structure called family. And when we're old and need help, that family, that group is still there. Now, there's a lot that happens in life when we go. It's not an even road. No, life goes up and life goes down. And when we're happy, it's easy to share the joy. And when we're sad, we need support. We need help. And this is why we have huge organizations and institutions in place to keep the family as a structure whole, happy, healthy. We know this is all relative, depending on outside influence, right? So, this is why we have the educational system to help us teach our children teach when we go out to work so we can bring in money which sustains the house. So they call it systems. The family is a system, but then there's also the educational system, there's the socioeconomic system. In the last 30 years, they have realized that they cannot leave the socio part of family out. We need our culture. And whatever makes one culture different from another or special, that is part of a healthy family. So these are experts that have put these systems in place and documented what we have. So it's fascinating to learn about the system. Now, when something goes wrong in the system, it affects everyone. One therapist said, when he has a bulimic client, he does not have a bulimic client. He has a bulimic family. Because we are all representative of the serenity or the chaos that is happening inside our family. We learn how to cope. We learn how to thrive by the family dynamic that's happening in our family. And there's a lot of that, or most of that, that we can control by being reasonable and responsible. So I hope that your family is doing very well. It's rather beautiful when their children can be carried in your arms, and it gets kind of difficult when those kids want to make their own decisions. So it's very much a learning process, maybe even learning as you go. But it's not the first time it's been done. So always ask for help. Always do your research. It's always good to ask your children, even when they're 5 years old or 15 years old, well, how do you feel? Or what do you think? And keep a conversation, communication open between all parties, and listen. Listen. And then be willing to make adjustments. You can try things out for a week. You can. They can too. But we need to love each other and have kindness and accept everybody has good days and bad days. We are a family, 7 billion strong, and we are doing fairly well just because of our size. So keep that smile on your face, families. Families are important. It's where we come home, we can take our hat off, relax. Family is important, and I hope that yours is thriving. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to deal with stress. Okay? I don't know if I have 15, 10, or 5 ways to deal with stress, but check in with us next Sunday at 2 o'clock. Everything that we talk about on Sunday at 2 stays on my YouTube channel, Linda Loudon Love, Laugh, and Learn. If at any point you want to go and see what I have blabbered or talked about, what interesting points you might find, it's all up there. There's about 25 of them, 25, 30 different points of conversation about life and how we can make things go smoothly. Or if we get stuck, how we can get out. If we're going too fast, how we can slow down. Love, laugh, and learn. A pleasure always. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.